day and salutations, everyone. Welcome to another episode of Togetherwerole.
Yay!
God help us all. Anyway, without further ado, last time we left our yet-to-be-named heroes of a group. You were traveling for various means and possibly due to misunderstood actions and demeanors and possible crimes. Who can say, really? You found yourselves at the Mistral Archives train station, all traveling from different places, ending up into the city of Ire, a hard-current city and nation ran, or at least founded originally, by sentient robots known as Warforged, known as Forgelings. They're more than just for war. Anyway.
Sorry, because now, it was originally founded by the Warforged. Now who knows? And I'm just imagining Vedic in a vault going, vault surrounded by gold coins going, no, this one sucks, get me another one!
Campaign.
Yeah, go on, campaign.
Spoilers! Anyway. You all, some doing aliases, others blatantly lying about your identities, found yourselves in the basically main chamber where all these food souls will happen and doing your thing. Some of you in mid being arrested, others doing investigations and possible jobs and possible research for personal assignments on why you're here in the city of Ire. While unfortunately, unbeknownst to you, you fell into a pirate raid of an unnamed but organized crime syndicate, so to speak. You ran for your lives. Or at least one of you tried to join them at first and then realized that with a failed charisma check, and by the way, it was an option to join them, you just rolled shitty on your initial charisma check, so happens, Another life universe. You ran instead of to the front lines or underneath where they were, the majority of these forces were assailing the location to basically smash and grab all the items that were in the auction houses and various wondrous vaults that were containing all sorts of shinies, golds, and noble people that were scared for their lives. You, instead of going down or straight out where everything was locked down, you went to the top or second story of the building and locked yourself away in a random room that was somewhat defensible, while a random nerdy artificer half-elf was screaming, "Don't let them touch me," with this weird MacGuffin artifact running with a glass case into a room and thinking stable arcane thoughts. While you fended off, due to raw circumstance, a legionnaire of Roman shield-bearing kobolds. I know what I said.
Very well trained.
Yes, very well trained, but also wielding explosive devices to a seemingly unstable device known as the Ruined Energy Core. Let me just remind you, you are still level 2. Congratulations on gaining enough XP to get level 3 on your next long rest. So you guys are still level 2 and you just did insanity. You lived through explosions everywhere, kobolds screaming high murder, and you defended against your lives because you were just bystanders. And by all means, I think this is, I would say, reading your backstories, I think this is like one of the this was interesting moments of your life. And you still don't know each other. So as the building is locked down by military forces that have arrived to the Mistral Archive during a mana storm in record time, within less than 10 minutes of arriving to the raid and defending and eventually shoving off or repelling the invading forces. To your knowledge, you heard a train get away, followed by several detonating charges that shook the building. Most likely the sound, for those that have higher intelligence, higher perceptions, insight, most likely several train routes have been collapsed on the retreating end of these pirated forces, so to speak. You are currently looking at a very tall minotaur that you, well, at least some of you recognize, that got hit by the cannon of Grape Shot and spent your one and only healing potion on this individual. He's currently wide-eyed goldfish, looks across the chamber, looks across the floor that is quickly pooling with kobold blood, and a little bit of your blood. You guys took some, damage and stuff like that, and is currently just like, Well, it coughs up a little bit of blood and stuff like that. Rips off, his chest piece has been ripped off because, like, after it takes enough cannon shots, it's just binding into your own flesh and it just causes problems. So he's just going full Minotaur abs right now. Bunch of, he's really fucked up in terms of, like, how much he's got hit. He probably went down legitimately, like, 6 other times and then got back up to 2 other other people healing him back up in his capabilities. Alright, and he kind of looks down, sees the soldiers that seem to be going and securing the first floor, or ground floor and subterranean areas first. So you're on the second floor, and he goes, takes the remaining part of the door, lifts it up, and kind of like closes it to give a little bit of privacy and marches towards the half-elven individual. Checks the case and like shakes his hand and goes, Thank you, random, semi-random. Oh, I know you.
I was
people.
told there would be some kind of war.
Absolutely. You know what? Yes. First of all, he looks around at the devastation of the kobolds. You guys want a job? I just lost a lot of people. It's good pay, and based off of some of your backgrounds that I've already done with at least 2 of you.
Is it upstairs?
You might need new credentials. I can offer that for you.
Might you describe what good pay is?
First of all, is that your real accent, by the way?
Right now it is.
I was going to say. All right, am I then to understand, sir, that my cover, so to speak, is blown?
Well, it is now. It was mostly for him, because apparently he's dealing with fraud.
Excellent. Well, then forget you ever heard anything.
Wait. No. That's already gotten news here?
Well, yes, we were doing background checks in the middle of the situation. By the way, I turned off the
Supposed to be
I turned off
private.
the minor illusions, by the way. Did you spray the wall with a random guy's image?
I prestidigitated by accident.
When a man reaches a certain age.
Can you do that?
Well, anyway, introductions aside, call me Rustborn.
Call you what?
Rustborn.
Rustborn.
Nice to meet you, Mr. Rustborn.
It is 10 foot literally Judy Hop situation.
I literally think that this rabbit has conversations 3 words at a time. Nice to meet you, Mr. Rustborn.
Pleasure to meet you. Who are you? What's your name?
Richard Dustrunner, nice to meet you.
Pleasure to meet you. Apparently you talk very fast. You have a lot of energy.
Thank you.
And you are wielding 2 of those. Those are as big as your leg, by the way. Okay. You know my name. I'm going to go talk to the guards real quick to make sure they don't come up here to add to the investigation, stuff like that. Do you need a place to stay? Because they're going to lock down the entire building and they're going to start arresting people, whether they are part of the situation or not.
Yes, please.
Yes, please.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
What he said.
Okay. In that case, for temporary reasons and for all sense of purposes, especially in terms of other magical effects that cause you to tell the truth, or otherwise, you have been hired by the Mistral Archive until you have found other means of employment. Yes?
Yeah. Yes.
By the way, I would have taken the bribery if you didn't just say it out loud in public.
I'll attempt to remember that next time.
Great.
Pardon. I will attempt to remember that next time.
We still have the live kobold. There was one that surrendered. Do we still?
Yeah,
have
you look over and he's kind of on the floor, hands on his back of the skull that he has. His snout is straight out because he can't do face down because his face is too long.
Oh, by the way, I have this guy.
Oh shit! He takes out a small little small net launcher, the size of it.
Just sticks it to the ground.
Yeah, sticks him to the ground, and it's just a kobold wrapped around with only his head exposed.
I'm looking at him like, wow.
Yeah.
Sucks to be you, little man.
Now. Oh wait, do you speak Draconic?
No.
Okay.
Oh, it's okay, little guy. I don't know what he said either.
So I'm gonna pick this guy up. He picks the legs up, so he's upside down, straps him on his waist. Hey, Edwin. So how's the Sparky Doobity Doo thing? And he refers to the artificer, magic wielder, half-elf individual that has he's completely shaven on either side and has a ponytail and has glasses on. He can almost pull off the cool professor vibe, but he's still a little too dweebish in order to actually pull it off, because he's also got a little bit of the man, the dad figure, so to
Dude,
speak.
you're like calling out my dating life. Let's go.
Yeah, okay. And Edwin just goes, well, I don't have telekinesis anymore, so I can't hold it in spot to not have it touch the walls of the case. So moving it is going to be interesting. And the Minotaur speaks again. Is, what is this thing anyway? Well, in theory, in the 1 hour that I had it, because it just arrived to this facility. Oh, is this our back room connection? Yes, but yeah, it was smuggled here. All right, there's dead people all over, dead kobolds all over the place, not people. So let's not put any nuances in the air. Right? We're talking with employed.
Let's be clear, kobolds are rarely people.
This guy gets it. Anyway,
It's just a little guy.
so with the limited time that I had, I cast Identify on it, got very little back. Apparently it's semi-sentient piece of material that is involved with, first of all, it's arcane. I'm not a specialist in arcane capabilities. I am an artificer. I'm a person of clockwork construction. This is outside my division. So what I say is a little hit and miss, but it's arcane based, it's very old, semi-sentient, and deals with time magic.
Wow.
Can I stick my nose over and
I'm definitely sticking my nose.
Yeah, you're looking at this glass chest that's been laid with lead on either side. And you can see this almost like D20 shaped thing in the center that's been hollowed out with pulsating energies that are just wildly and just kind of just vibrating at the center, semi-contained as as Edwin has placed several arcane scrolls on it to basically do some sort of dampening field effect on it across the entire thing. And you can quickly see, for those that have higher perception, that the scrolls are lifting up and it's almost igniting at the tips of them. It's extremely unstable. I don't know what's gonna happen in the next hour, let alone if something touches this thing.
Where did it come from?
On a nation or here?
How, aside from your less than noble retreat into our deepest care, how did it get here?
Or why
Today.
did it get here?
Make an insight check.
I would
get here.
I would be
20.
asking why.
20? Yeah, he's gonna roll a.
Unnatural 20.
Yeah. You notice his eyes kind of flash towards the big bearded individual and just go back. Business connections?
I see.
Oh. What happens if somebody touches it?
I don't know.
It's in poke.
You touch it? Well, you touch the glass that's in between you and the device, and you roll a perception check. Or a investigation check. Your
Brian.
choice.
I'm just a bear.
Brian.
It's going to be 23.
23? Okay, so the first thing that you initially see when you hit it, the slight vibrations of you just touching the chest make it wobble. So it seems to be very reactive either to a presence or vibrations or someone getting closer to it. But then you notice that there's a couple of windows outside beyond the doorway, but you do know that there's something called a mana storm. Before I continue, does anyone know what a mana storm is? Do you want to clarify?
I was in the first game.
Oh, true. Okay.
Well,
So-
first game, but no, does character knowledge versus player.
Oh, character knowledge?
I think at this point, most of you guys, especially if you've traveled Hardkern before, so 1, 2, pretty much that's it.
First day here.
First day here, kind of the situation. But
The local,
go ahead.
the great big mechanic structure that is the heart, shall we say, of Hardkern, although I hate to use that exact phrasing anymore. It sort of warps the arcane reality around the greater area. and it produces that.
Actually, slightly incorrect.
All right, well.
The reason why civilization here was never founded until the Forge forced their way in here, back almost 1,000 years ago, right? Is because the mountains here, or this just region itself, it's hard to say why.
Oh, I thought it was a big thing that didn't have a heart anymore.
People say that there might be affiliations with it and stuff like that, but in truth, actually, roll a history check. Why am I giving this information for free?
That totals to a 2.
What you said is absolutely true. You heard it from a back alley dealer that was also firing questionable firearms.
That's right.
Not selling, just firing.
So I see the reaction.
Meanwhile,
To me getting close to it,
Edwin
and
goes, no.
Wow, look at it go. Look at it move.
Yeah, a mana storm is its original effect that's been here plaguing the place as long as a recorded history of Hearthcode. It is apparently it's a natural phenomenon in this region that causes extreme fluctuation, specifically for it's simpler to name what it doesn't fuck with. Mana storms cause wild events like wild magic and stuff like that. That's why we have also depending on who you just ask, either plague or blessing of a lot of wild magic sorcerers in this area, because you're in wild magic territory. Mana storms basically fuck with everything except for divine, infernal, and what was the last one? Elemental energies. If it's any other school of magic, it fucks with it. This is arcane. We're in a mana storm. It's most likely causing problems in terms of arcane fluctuations.
So we can reasonably deduce that is not of the...
As a smuggler, would I have knowledge on how to calm things down in case of like...
Yeah, make an Arcana check. That's an interesting... Yeah, that because you would have to deal with a lot of weird items.
Yeah, very likely things get bumped. Let's see, Arcana.
Yeah.
We're just a hodgepodge of amazingness. A smuggler.
I think it's a 9.
I'm just
A 9?
as a bear still.
Are you still there?
I haven't unwild
So, with the
changed.
combination of
embarrassing.
Bridget's and... I'm sorry, what is your... it starts with a P.
Perfinius.
Perfinius, thank you. With Bridget and Perfinius, because you're still there, I didn't complete the your perception/investigation check. With the combination of the mana storms, you getting closer, you don't know how to basically retain this, apart from just putting it into lead-based stuff. Lead and steel is specifically that can also cause a lot of dampening effects, just because apparently elements in that are specific arcana type is very good at doing that.
What's that sarcophagus made out of?
But you notice that Bridget is like actively tapping
Look at it. Look at it move.
Yeah, it's legitimately moving to the like presence of a entity. So semi-conscious or semi-sentient would be a safe assumption based off of this. And you notice the runes, these clearly arcane ancient runes that are scrolled on the edges of this, again, D12. I forget what the actual D12 is actually called. It's in terms of actual...
Dodecahedron?
Dodecahedron? Was it?
Duodecahedron.
So it's see.
There we go. And it seems to, like, all the specific ones that are, even though it's actively rotating in inconsistent ways, the runes that are closest to you two, the entities closest to it, seem to flare a little brighter than the rest of it as it's pulsing.
As a gentleman of arcane myself, am I understanding correctly that you had something delivered, you have no clue what it is? So you were here to have to study it, I assume.
Roseborn speaks up a little bit.
Pardon me.
The Mistal Archive, also known as the Auction House of Travel, is we deal with all sorts of oddities because a lot of things come in. Not all of them are legal, but we have to deal with them on a regular basis. But when they get here, and if we deem it too dangerous for the city, we still have to deal with it.
Fair enough. Would you mind
So
if
some of
I-
them deal with smuggling trade routes and stuff like that, whether it was the Mistal Archive itself in terms of taking it away from the public, or other crime syndicate organizations that bring it here and try to sneak it past the borders, essentially.
Are those arcane runes that are on it, or arcane sigils, whatever they might be, would I be able to... Might I examine this more closely?
Edwin? He's gonna, like...
I like how you're asking politely while the bunny is just like, wow, look at this thing.
That's a natural 17 insight, so that turns into a 16 insight. What is your general, like... As this glassed and half-elf nerd essentially looks you up and down and tries to see if, like, do you have intelligence? Of arcane?
Yes, I do.
Alright. Don't take it out of the chest.
No, I'm going to... Stop. Stop. Hands down, please.
It's so shiny though.
It's a wonder it is still alive.
If it explodes, shiny will be the last thing you see.
It's a good way to die.
Oh my god.
Without taking it out of the box.
Okay.
Without taking it out of the box, I will...
Morgan, you still hear Inferno going, hey, I know the battle's not done, but don't let that fool you. It is not done. There's still dangers out there, and you still need assistance. So you're dealing with that.
Do we
And you're
hear
looking
that?
at this, like,
Do we-
dark infernal vase that's super, like, obsidian black.
Do we hear that?
Oh, yeah, you hear that.
From what?
From the,
The cenotaph. If you speak infernal, you
yeah, you just hear, like, light infernal, like...
do
Oh,
you,
from this crystal or whatever.
from
the-
this, it's a vase.
Oh,
It's a black...
This is something
It's a
not...
black face. It's got a little
what-
red
From the
face
evil
printed
dreidel.
on it.
can I just ask what that is? Do you know what this is?
Oh, you look at Edwin and Restward. Oh, Restward actually goes, oh, yeah, that's an imp. You want it?
I'm sorry.
It's
Imp inside
a
a cage.
containment device for Infernal. It captured
but
it
I-
captured an imp.
But why? What was he doing that you put him in the?
Well, yes, he was here. We took a vase of basically of a containment device that is the vase. I don't know what the vase actually is. I just know it sucks demons in. Sorry, devils. And you go. Sorry, devils. Yeah, he gets angry when I say demons. It sucked him in, put on the cap, put him on display.
Why not?
It wasn't me that actually did it. It was actually a mate of mine. But the point is, that's what it is. If you have capabilities of like binding it, we have other ways to bind it and stuff like that if you desire it.
Let me think about that. You focus on your thing.
Very good. Very well. Very well. Although I do know Infernal, and I do hear it with going to town.
He talks a lot, doesn't he? I don't know Inferno, but this guy never shuts
Does
up.
talk
Yeah.
a lot, and I'm going to actually... I see, Morgan, you happen to understand?
The imp. Yes.
I just want to go on
Very
the record.
nice. Very
I'm not
nice.
an imp. I'm a powerful fiend.
It's not often that I am impressed but I am impressed. All right, well, let me take a look. Get down, and I'm not going to open it up, but I'm going to
Okay.
try and look at the runes on the outside, so forth.
Make an investigation or Arcana check.
Oh God, not investigation, please. No, actually, I'm okay on investigation.
Are you?
Arcana,
Yeah.
I'm better at investigation.
Oh, this is not good. Continue.
14.
It makes your nostrils tickle. And you see, as you get closer, it like another powerful energy field just goes up and then gets rebuffed. As
And we believe that these raiders were coming for this.
well, okay. So, on that topic, I have some concern. I think you guys are okay because you're bystanders. You actively saved me. Like, you threw a potion on me. I was kind of here and there and stuff like that. I was about to see my grandpa. Kind of did see my grandpa, actually.
How's he doing?
You know, I thought he was going to mellow out when he went to the afterlife. That is not the case. Anyway.
Yes, I could hear that.
Yeah.
You know, that dumb shit. What are you doing here already?
Oh, no, I'm talking
about
about active breeding kind of situation. But that's... Anyway.
Did I run
No, my grandpa's the same.
Okay, moving on.
It's a bunny.
What we're talking about?
Bear
Oh,
sounds.
right. So, here's the thing. And he kind of looks down the hallway and sees a couple of active guards. Hey, don't worry, I got this place taken care of. You can move on. Seriously, move on. Go deal with the people downstairs. I need your assistance.
Move on.
Carry on. Nothing to see here.
Waiting for the other guards of military guards of Harkern to go away. Look, I have some serious doubts on a lot of things. One, first of all, the people that raided this place, I'm just going to call them pirates until we have an actual name. The Torchtail! Says the kobold. Torchtail!
Real
So
quick to
apparently
sell
the Torchtails, I think that was that band that you dealt with, the Torchtail or something like that.
Oh, they got torched already.
These organized crime
Yeah, no.
kind of situation
No.
assailed this location and knew security codes. They knew locations. They knew where the vaults were. They knew what was in the vaults. They knew how to transport things. Information from the Missile Archive got out and was leaked. You, as newly represented individuals of the Missile Archive, have not been here long enough, so I can trust you at least on that part. Second part, there is an active mana storm that's causing 6 inches of snow outside in a region that doesn't have snow. And the military responded within 10 minutes.
Oh.
If you don't know security, that is record-breaking time regardless of the situation of the mana storm.
So
They were in on it.
there. Yeah.
I'm just looking at what's happening. And then we have this thing that arrived today, and they send a bunch of kobolds with explosives.
May I take a look at that? My parents collect odd
I need to
things.
check the kobold for explosives.
Oh yeah, he's covered in explosives.
You can't reach them anyway.
You're looking at
He's got a box of matches. He's like,
yeah, trying to pull a pin. Like
just sit
you
with
don't
this
know
little
how.
bear?
Like you guys all been shooting them with lead and stuff like that. You don't know how they haven't just spontaneously combusted.
The one I shot did.
Oh well, yeah, but
That's just good engineering.
I ate one.
yeah, that kind of level thing. So, what are you looking at?
I was just going to, while everyone's
That's too
talking, I was
much
just going to take a look at
Love
the orb. My parents are collectors of rare and odd things.
By all means, we don't know what it is. If you're able to bring light to the matter, please, by all means.
So I'm going to go see, lean up against the...
Your parents.
It's more concerning of it's so ancient that you don't know right off the top of your head what it is. So either this was recently discovered or it was so buried in the deepest parts of whatever government this came from that this is truly nation level artifact stuff that people don't know about.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just trying to, I want to try to look at the ruins that
are carved into
and,
it.
see if I can figure out what.
What did you roll in Arcana?
I didn't.
Oh, and you just did it? It looks magical.
No, I know. I'm just saying, I didn't roll yet at all.
Roll.
All right.
That is a 19 and just a 19.
Oh,
Straight
just
19.
raw 19. Hey, one, it is definitely arcane, and it's definitely dealing with time shenanigans. You didn't get a 20, but you get at least that much
Okay.
of And what's your passive perception in terms of passive perception?
16.
16. You notice that there's a light layer of dust on the inside
On the inside of.
of the glass case.
That is intriguing. I'm gently walking up to the cage where the imp is and leaning up.
It's not a cage, it's a black vase. You don't see
All right,
anything
all
inside.
right, but a black face.
Yeah.
I'm essentially.
You just hear a voice.
I'm essentially leaning up to it and says, So you want to make a friend? I say this in Infernal.
Oh, I love making friends.
Dude, tell us what you know about that thing.
Nothing.
And tell us what you know about those that came here for it.
That's not how this works. Let's draw a contract.
All right.
All right. This is
Let's
very
do
simple
this.
contract.
I'm going to now, and you can see the. I'm going to do an intimidation roll here.
To the base.
I'm to the base.
Staring at him,
no.
very concerned. Like you
That
just
was
have a
funny,
bear
and that's why I
staring
still-
at you.
I mean, I'm just gonna let him out. So you know, I'm
the-
like,
Right? You want it that
I
way?
like
Right?
pets.
Let's just see how well you do with a vase that is shattered or shrunk to about one.
Roll your intimidation
Yes.
at a disadvantage.
I'm just like,
damn.
hang on a minute. Hang on.
Wouldn't you want the vase to be broken? The bunny just thinking to herself.
Yeah.
So that would be a 17.
17. Still pretty
At
scary.
disadvantage.
At disadvantage?
17 at disadvantage.
Make an insight check.
Now I'm going to fail. Straight up 10.
Straight up 10. Yeah, you don't clock it, but you hear, oh no, he's gonna break the vase! Don't do it, you scary man! No! You can't make me speak! You'll never make me speak!
I mean, what other methods of containment do we have for this little guy here?
Yeah, Rustborn, most likely the one you're speaking to. Yeah. Hold on. Yeah. Know what?
You like to break him out and likes to do a little bit of murderizing. I'm fine with that.
Your demeanor changed. You went from full noble snooty to this. I like you. he takes something off of like his back satchel. That's clearly a bag of holding, and he gives you that. If you're able to wrangle him down and put that either on one of his legs or his tail, he'll. It's a reduced bindings situation.
Okay. Gonna have
And then in front of goes, whoa, hey, ho, hey, I'm not into bondage, all right? Look.
But you might be. How do you know unless you try?
Oh, kind of actually got me.
Here's the vase. Here's the vase, and I'm on the edge going,
No, don't break it! Ah!
no.
Yeah, but I mean, we're gonna have to wrestle this guy to get it on.
Rustborn, should I tell him that if he breaks the vase, it just opens up and he's free?
Yeah, I'm sure he knows.
I do know. Of course I know.
I'm right there, guys.
Yeah.
Right next to it, too.
Yeah, you can run up. You can.
Are you hungry?
No.
But you said this
No,
this
need
came in
him.
today.
Yes.
About when did this come in today?
He looks over to Edwin. Edwin goes, at most an hour and a half.
Wow.
I had
That
it-
is very well timed.
Yeah.
Alright, so can I make
Did you just...
a check to see if, because obviously I'm delivering artifacts as well. Can I see if I saw somebody that I knew?
Yeah, going to make a... Because this is like going back in your memory kind of situation, right? So either investigation or raw intelligence.
Same either way.
So officially,
Nope,
it's
7.
not.
7.
7, the DC was 5. Because, yeah, you remember the vibrations of this thing.
It is not a season of Togetherwerole.
You were the
until
one
I
that
end
brought
up with
this thing
in
in.
David's
No.
pants.
Yeah,
And I didn't have any way of containing it?
it was in a lead box.
Like, you guys wouldn't happen to have any lead boxes laying around,
It's actually lead-treated glass.
Maybe a little bit more lead? Like 6 inches of lead?
Absolutely. We,
Centimeters?
Edwin kind of readjusts his glasses that kind of fogged up a little bit. The plan was actually put it into the Vault of Wonders, but that just got raided. So, we could, and he kind of looks over to confer with Rustborn. Yeah, we'll take it over to Ozzy. He's the main he's head of mechanics of the trains and stuff like that. He has a couple of like hidden alleys that we can put this into that is a lot of metal and lead kind of situation. So, but the problem is transportation. It's
Well, certainly you have
Dude, in
somebody
order to-
who can bring a lead box from somewhere.
what I had to do to run it here. I took a scroll of telekinesis. And I took the telekinesis and held it in place so it didn't touch any of the glass casing while I ran. It's been past 10 minutes, so I don't have that anymore. So we will have to take it a long and arduous route if you are willing.
So what's that sarcophagus made out of?
They look over at the sarcophagus. Oh,
Stone.
heavy reinforced stone. And this sarcophagus is like 1,000 pounds. I can lift it, says Rustborn.
Just temporary storage, you know.
Yeah. Who wants to help put it in? You are way too eager.
It's so shiny.
I
Let
mean,
me move.
Are you tall enough? Are either of us tall enough?
I can lift it up in.
sure, that's true. You can fit in the case. Anyway.
Well.
Surely there must be somebody large.
I can assist, but Edwin goes, this is not about strength, it's going to be dexterity based. Because we're going to make sure that we move it in a way that moves slowly so that it tries to stay at the center based off its repulsing energy that makes it force to the center as much as possible. So ragged, harsh movement is not good.
I can help.
You can help?
Yes.
I'm pretty dexterous.
All right, you're pretty dexterous. That's pretty much only 2. It's not that heavy.
No, I suppose it wouldn't be.
Nope.
Shall we all... Do you think any of us would be prudent to stand at a safe distance? Or would that be within a long distance or a short distance? Is it dependent on the safe distance of those who are...
Probably have to stand outside.
I don't know. I've got a 19 dex plus 4. That'll be all right.
All right. So if you guys are moving it, basically make a acrobatics check. And you can either roll individually or with one of you at advantage. Your choice.
So
Well, I am going to
The
stand...
DC is 20.
I am going to stand at range.
Okay.
Because in my line of work,
17. I'm gonna be nearby to catch it.
range
yeah, I'm at a 16.
was my game.
16?
On a DC 20.
Yeah.
17.
17? Okay, so both of you, it's very light. So you immediately pick it up and you start moving it over. And initially, it's like, it's good. You bring it closer and closer. And then you go down the stairs and you were like, oh, wait. Down the stairs and the cross in order to get to where the stone is. That adds your momentum and it touches and you see the glass like where it gets closer to the glass and almost touches it. You notice that the glass like recedes a little bit and a bunch of dust piles down. Go ahead and make another acrobatics check.
Uh-oh. Oh, come on.
Nat 20.
Natural
Nice.
20.
So that makes it a 30 because I got plus 5.
What did you roll?
And then the plus 5 for house rules.
Yeah,
15.
So 20
For a
25,
15.
15.
20,
Okay,
30.
so not a natural 1, and that was a natural 20, which turns into a 30.
30.
So you, so immediately you compensate because especially since it's like tall individual, small individual, because you're like 5 foot, 6 foot, something like that.
Yeah, she's short.
You're short.
Not short.
She's like
not
5'6", I think.
5'6", and what's your height?
3
For an elf, she's short.
with boots.
Yeah. So immediately you go wait, and you go underneath it and you put both your hands up in order to take so that you even it out a little bit better. It is not a convenient holding height kind of situation, but it's better than what she was doing. She slips on the stair on the way down, and you're just like you got the whole thing now. Because you realize that the holding handle that he had is actually completely eroded away.
Oh,
Then
goody.
it tips
Okay.
away. It's like, boom. It's like, oh shit! And you notice that the case itself is starting to like turn to sand itself, and you just hear Edwin going, "Oh no."
Oh, we're still okay. We're good.
By the way,
Yeah, okay.
that was the game's first 30.
That
We're not,
was.
and we're not even level 3 yet.
So at this point, you're holding
No,
on
we're
to it.
not.
It's only
We haven't
going to
had
be
a long
you,
rest.
and you can make a straight shot to basically. At this point, you're just going to. Best way you're probably going to do it is to just dump it into the stone sarcophagus.
So the Minotaur already has the lid off for me.
It's not. You notice that there's several holes already opening up in this glass container.
Okay.
Yeah.
It seems
I
to be
mean,
rotting
I'm
away.
still there to help him. No.
Seems to
Yeah,
be
you
rotting
are.
away.
Okay, so
Oh
Another-
no! Oh no!
Acrobatics check.
So at this point, just give him.
Oh no! We don't want to be near this thing. This thing.
9.
No.
You know, Rustborn and Edwin are like on the
Sam has
opposite
an
side of the
advantage,
table.
right?
I
Yeah.
am
Sam rolling with
definitely in
advantage.
range.
I'm gonna start backing up because
Yeah.
I notice
I
everyone
am
else backing up.
noticing the bird
so
backing
I'm-
up, going,
You got an 18.
No, it's not plus that. I just rolled twice.
He's having me give you advantage.
Right, I just rolled twice.
Yes, that's
I
all
rolled
you
a
need.
9 and a 6.
Ah!
Plus
Okay.
whatever your
Yeah.
stuff is.
Right, but that's a 14.
So,
Because-
okay. So,
I'm not gonna hit the
describe to me
DC.
what you do in this situation and how you do it. So you're holding it like this. You're maybe 20 feet away from the sarcophagus to throw it in. That's all stone. And you can feel like sand start to form out at your fingertips.
Actually, wasn't he already at the sarcophagus?
Which sarcophagus are you referring to?
That
One
one.
behind
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I apologize. There were two types of
Which
sarcophagus.
one? Which one again?
This one is not movable. That
Oh,
one is like
okay. It's
15,000.
decorative.
That one's 15,000 pounds.
Oh.
This one is the movable one.
Oh, the,
Okay,
the altar
okay.
of Baal.
What?
The altar of Baal.
Yes.
Awesome. Okay.
Alright, well,
It's a great idea.
I mean,
so
So you're currently holding it. You're 20 feet from that area. How do you react?
alright, so I guess I'm standing underneath it, and then all of a sudden there's sand trickling into my mustache. Oh shit, oh shit, oh shit! I'm gonna run on little tiny stubby legs and just kind of yeet.
This.
So you get about 10 feet, and you notice that by the time it leaves your fingertips, because you didn't get lower than a 10 with all your bonuses and stuff like that. So that's the good part. Bad part is the rest of the chest. Because the chest moves first, and then the artifact inside hits the bottom, and then you notice that the whole thing turns to sand as it hits the bottom, and begins to free fall to the floor.
I like to run to catch it.
yeah, I was gonna say, I'll try to dive.
So both of you make a dexterity
Oh, no.
saving throw. You both of you are equal distance.
Time to reroll characters.
Let's see. Oh, wait, saving throw.
Yes.
Hold on.
15 plus 6.
I
25.
am.
25.
I am
21.
21. Bridget gets to it first.
Okay.
Bunny leap.
Yep. So, Bridget, your hands, again, you're 3 foot nothing.
Yep.
You go over there fast as a hare, pun intended. You grab it, it is the size of your torso. Your fur immediately puffs out, and the rest of you see 12 mirror images of her, all touching the centerpiece that is this arcane device, that immediately goes, that have a line of similar, slightly different bridges, go off to the horizon, past the walls, into the walls, and there's a brilliant flash of light as Bridget's back lights up, blinding all of you.
I'm
Till the moment that the light is gone and Bridget and the artifact are gone.
Oh.
Oh.
Oh, no.
Chapter.
We're gonna need
Congratulations.
another bunny.
She's time warped someplace.
Well, we don't have an artifact anymore.
It's like, yes, but we saw infinite cuteness.
It's so many fluffy bunnies all at once.
It's so fluffy!
Bridget, you are still in that state where you see 12 versions of you that have infinite versions going up, not off behind them, trailing on. What is your initial thought right now?
That's a lot of bunnies.
Yes, that's a lot of bunnies. And your vision keeps changing from one to the end to the other.
That's a lot of
Bunnies.
meat.
That's a lot of me's. Yes. And one of them says that at the same time. Still like that. What's your passive perception?
16.
16. Okay. Things are happening too fast. The scenery is changing. Landscapes are changing. The planet is changing. You are rubber banding forward and backward in time. You are seeing mass construction. You're seeing mass degradation of landscapes. You're seeing rivers expand, swallow as the landmass recedes into the ocean. You see fire and volcanoes give birth to the landmass themselves and gods fighting over the elementals' turf. You are rubber banding, and with each passing second, it has been years that you've been here, but also only a microsecond that you've been here. half of the lines that are trailing behind each of those 12 images have receded as they're eroding, turning to gray and turning to dust to the wind as they are eroding. As if from 12 mirrors of you go to 11, go to 9, go to 8, until there's only 2 left that have not eroded completely to time itself. What is your thought or actions in this moment?
Do we both have an orb?
Both of you are holding on to this central artifact.
We hug each other with the orbs in between us.
You hug each other. What is there any thought or action to this?
Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear, oh dear, oh dear, oh dear.
Pure panic?
Yep.
Okay. Make a Constitution save.
Six.
There's a reason why I'm back here.
You notice that both of your images, you don't know which one is you or which one is the original. Do you believe that you are the original, or do you believe that the other is the original?
I am huge.
You are the original? The other one says the same thing.
Okay.
You notice at that point that both of your furs have started to gray and start to crack as if you have been turning the stone and turning the dust at the wind. You are at the moment where you realize that you touched this thing and you're gonna die. However, you also notice at the same time there's a bright light on your back. And then there's a bright light in your eyes, and the bright lights at the horizon as a platinum light comes streaking through the air as you see a full-blown platinum traditional dragon with a karate chop arm go, yes! And just karate chop that thing out of your hands. As it goes ting 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 ting, as it goes flying in all directions, and this platinum dragon hits the dirt with you. Oh, with his wings over his shoulder, with shoulders covering you at the same time. Say, hit the back! As he pushes you into the floor, as you go spiraling into cosmos, into infinite light in all directions and clouds in the sky.
Oh, it's a grenade.
Eventually, he hears, I didn't need that tail. As he gets up, it pulls it out of his backside, thunk, as he's holding it with his claws. Well, that was. Why do you touch things all the time?
It was shiny.
You gotta stop doing that. It's a cute thing when you're maybe 5 years old, but you gotta grow up at some point.
Okay, that's fair.
Oh, that's not good. And he's looking at 2 directions. And you look to the left to right, and you notice there's 2 versions of you in each spot. Let's kind of holds it there and puts a bunch of clouds next to it, so it's containing itself. Kind of pushes you to
Just kind of scooch.
Yeah, pushes you together and kind of rubs you. Yeah, I guess that worked out.
My fur is
Yeah. You notice that you're vibrating because now you're you're 2 entities in the same spot at the same
my
time.
hands are not quite moving at the same rate.
It's yeah, that's gonna be a bad job.
This is just me. This is what I'm doing.
Cool. You're handling this rather well.
I don't think for long. I think the adrenaline's hitting really hard right now.
Well, that's enough. Self-actualizing, actually.
You're huge.
I am. Do you want me to be tiny?
If you don't mind. It's really hard for me.
He goes to you're like a tiny bunny sized dragon. I am bummed.
I fall to the floor.
No! Get up.
I don't think I can do that.
I have too many. He shrinks down to the size of your eye so that he's below you. I have too many people that are doing that right now.
Okay. I slowly get up. I've never really looked down at someone before. Can you come back up?
He's your size again. Right. I was planning to do this maybe when you were a little older. Because you are non-corrupted. And I enjoy that. I enjoy that you were innocent and living your life the best way you want. But then you touch that thing, and he looks over to the artifact. You gotta stop touching things.
Okay. I can do that.
Yeah. Because I can't save you all the time. Doesn't matter if I'm God or not.
I'm super grateful you did the one time. That's super awesome.
Yeah! It hurt. I lost a pinky. And it's like a black of a pinky.
I am so sorry.
Yeah, don't worry. I'll grow back.
Is there anything I can do?
Bridget. Look at your back. And he brings up a mirror. Two mirrors.
Wow. Did you do that?
A long time ago. Yes.
A long time ago. Why didn't anybody tell me?
Well, it was before you had a body.
Huh?
Bridget, in your nation, you know about the touched.
Yes.
The ones that are marked by the divine. You are one of those marks. Specifically by me. And you have a lot of things to do. But I was not willing to give that to you now. But it seems by the chaotic nature of the cosmos, it is time for you to start doing it. And
Yes, sir, Mr. Bahamut, sir.
You are a little too eager for this.
I was always ready for adventure.
Oh, Bahamut.
You know what? Let's start over. My name is Bahamut.
Bridget DITZAster.
Pleasure to meet you for the first time. Will you work with me?
Absolutely.
Do you know what I'm asking to you on what to do?
No, but I'm sure you'll tell me.
Would you like to ask?
What do you need me to do?
I need you to think for yourself.
It's gonna be hard.
It is.
I'll do my best.
There's a lot of corruption everywhere. But I can't be there to tell you what is corrupt or not. And to think for yourself is the first step to figure out what is corrupt and not. Your home is not a good place for you. If you go back, expect a fight.
Is that what Grandpa sent me away?
In short term, yes. I'm trying hard to make sure he's okay.
I appreciate that.
We'll talk more. But right now, you're already far too present in this state. Not good for your mortal soul. You're in the land of the dead, and it is not good for you.
That makes a lot of sense.
Know this when I say it. That is a powerful arcane device that was made by a draconic deity, relatively new and very elegant. He deals with mostly time stuff. I'm going to change it. It's going to really tick him off, and then that's a pleasure to do. I see you, Brian.
Both he and I both look at each other. Oh
He will send, regardless of what he will send, that is a different matter. You need to make sure you keep that peace. I have altered it. It took a great cost of it to alter this thing. This thing was designed to fight gods. Actually, technically, it was supposed to de-age them. Regardless. I changed it. You can use it to find more people that are like you. People that have been banished, whether they know it or not, that have the divine mark. If those touch it, it will show that they have been touched by the divine. Similar like you. Hold on to it. Do not let other nations take it. Do not let the theocracy take it. They pray to me. They pray to my name. But they do not pray to my ideals. Hold it tight.
Yes, sir.
You don't have to hold it on to you completely. Keep it in a safe place is all I'm saying. No. All right. Any questions before?
You know, I always thought I would have so many, but right now I've got nothing.
Last chance.
It was super nice to meet you.
It was a pleasure to meet you too, Bridget. I say this with kindness. Go back home. And he flicks you. As he begins to flick you, he becomes tall as a skyscraper. As his single draconic claw flicks you, and you'll between dimension, reality, and back into let's say about 2-3 minutes have passed in your time, as centuries have passed traveling.
Dearly beloved, we are gathered to give remembrance to a bunny that we've just met. But I remember him. I think of him very fondly at this moment. And oh God!
Blinding, bright platinum light flashes with a crackling, thunderous boom that sends Bridget flying one direction and the arcane device flying in the other direction. You land fully just. Yep.
Ow. Ow. Yeah, this is normal. Extremely normal.
Restaurant goes, so, that's not normal, right?
Very,
Is that
very
normal with this artifact? And you just see the half elf go,
Jeez, are you okay?
Yes. I saw God.
What?
What?
Bahamut? He was super nice, actually. Way less scary than they put in the old books and whatnot. Anyway, I need that thing. I go and grab it.
Wait.
So Bridget goes back up and tries to grab the rune energy core, and you hear Rustborn immediately get his net launcher and shoots it towards you. So make a dexterity saving throw.
Not again. It's going to be a 13.
13, you get netted. You are grappled and restrained. No, you're not touching it again.
I need it. Bahamut said I needed it.
Does anyone want to clarify or expand upon this? I don't know this lady.
I'm inclined to let her have it just to see what happens.
But she did say she just met God. Shouldn't we, if
yes,
her
I
had
suspect
sent her
that
back
is
with
what
it, don't
happens
you think
when
you
one
should
is
give it
turned
back to
into
her?
dust.
A lot of people say that they met a god, and not all gods are nice.
Right, but this one I tend to believe.
Close encounters with death.
Can I tell you why Bahamut told I needed it?
Sure, go right ahead.
So apparently I'm with the, okay, so I'm from very far away. I'm from the theocracy. And
Those religion nut jobs.
Oh, Jesus.
I thought anyway, they're attached there, divine touched. Apparently I'm one of them. I never knew, nobody ever told me. It's on my back. I definitely can't see it in the net. But I needed to find other people like me to,
Crazy?
oh shoot, what did he say?
Crazy. If I pick it up and hand it to her, will that mark show up?
You pick it up?
I'm just asking, if I pick it up and hand it to her, will it?
Ears.
I don't know.
That's what he said.
Do you pick it up and hand it to her?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh my
You
God.
go over to touch it.
Wow.
You touch it, and you feel a little like shock of energy,
Okay.
and your hair kind of goes nice, like your hair looks more lush.
Nice. I like that.
Weird. Yeah. It definitely did not.
Maris probably looks like a little teeny stoat pup.
Yeah. I forget he's there because it transfers. Yeah. Well, it's definitely deactivated.
But if I hand it back to her,
Yeah. So you're holding it. You walk over to give it to Bridget. Bridget is still wrapped up in a net.
yeah, I just push it through the hole. It's like here.
You just boop it on her head.
No, I just there's.
Does
I mean, how
anybody
big are
learn
the
anything?
holes in the net?
Oh, it is fine mesh.
Oh, okay. So
Yeah,
yeah,
it's
I would
fine
just
mesh.
kind of try to
I'm
maybe
always
push it either under or
fascinated
on
watching
top
the
or
true
something.
Yeah,
Insane
with a
work.
little bit of work, you can definitely spend an action to unnet her or something.
But I don't want to unnet her. I'm just gonna.
Okay, then just on the head, because the head is exposed.
Yeah. Just,
Yeah, so doop, you're
Does it do the balloon where you rub it on the rub on the
a
bottom?
little bit,
No, because she
a
said-
little bit.
she said she had a mark on it. It showed a mark on her back. Is what she said, which is what I was listening to her say. So if I go and pick it up and
Oh,
I just want to
absolutely.
demonstrate that if that does happen, then obviously she's telling the
Yeah,
truth.
and by all means, if you say you can do something like that, just say I do this and stuff like that. And, I'll just react to it anyway. But yeah, you put her on her head. Her the bunny ears with the fur and everything kind of statifies and stuff like that, and her back starts shining like a flashlight. But it's under like a bunch of clothes and stuff like that, so it's kind of like going through and stuff like that.
Right.
That feels really weird on top of my head.
It's really itchy.
Yeah, but I'm just gonna look at him and be like,
Look, I saw a bunny. Well, sorry, I saw 12 bunnies in a circle that vanished in the bright light.
But there were way more than 12. Oh, not anymore.
Just-
Now there's 2. I think there's 2.
It's been a day. All right, so you can grab it. So that means we can transport. Awesome. Let's go to Aussie. We're gonna get you paid. We're gonna get you bunks. We're gonna get you credentials that
I
are
would
not gonna
like
get you
to,
arrested.
to try to make a deal with my little imp buddy over here too.
Oh, sure, yeah. Bring the devil into this. Yes.
Why
Do you want
not?
your net back? I can't really.
Oh, yeah. Hold on. He kind of picks you like on the back and starts shaking you out of it.
Ow.
Ow.
There's no real nice way to get you out of the net.
That's fair.
I think we're stuck here for a little bit.
This entire building is locked down, by the way. If you are not hired by the Mistal Archives, you're going to be detained and questioned by some sort of interrogator.
Boss.
Yes.
Yes.
For now, second in command. The chief is currently missing. That's another thing that happened, by the way.
Boss.
Yes.
I saw you eat a kobold. You're cute. Yeah. Alright.
Are you still
Actually-
Are you still there?
So
You're
the
still.
I unwild shit
Oh,
on this
okay.
one.
Yeah. 'Cause
So,
otherwise, you
little
couldn't
Mr.
talk.
Imp here.
Yes.
What contract are you proposing?
You don't speak Draconic. Oh, the imp. Sorry. So you go to the black base and stuff like that, and it's like, well, it's a simple one, really.
By the way,
I'm having a discussion with her right now.
no. What I'm doing is I'm off to one side, and you see me pull out a pen, and you see that every word that's coming out is being scribbled somehow, some way. Just
Okay. It's like, great, we got a transcriber. Is it written on human skin? It's a yes or no question, and I know the answer. Yeah. So here's the basic thing. Give me part of your soul, and I'll work for you for the next 10 years. To death do us part.
Or, how about this?
I hate oars.
I'm sure you do.
No boats.
Or, you help us through this campaign and we're done when I say we're done.
Define campaign.
Whatever adventure we're about to be on, until the rest of us need to part ways.
Look, dear, for an eternal entity as
I
myself.
didn't finish.
hold on.
Okay.
Go ahead. Continue.
You
And
write
then
it
you're
on
free to
yourself.
go.
What a freak.
You're free to go afterward.
I'm just-
It's a much shorter period of... Unless, of course, you decide you like me so much you want to hang out.
Well, hold on, let's not.
And you're free to murderize while we're campaigning, just saying.
Anyone?
Not in our crew, no.
Ooh, that's still like
There's
99.
plenty of souls for you to
There's
take.
still like 99% that are not you.
Or our crew here, no. I mean, really, let's do this. Anytime we have a battle, at the end of it, any enemies, you're just free to soul reap to your heart's
Including the
content.
kobold?
Take the kobold if you want. We don't.
No, they have to be wielding. But I can still have fun with them. I could use a new chair.
You can do whatever you like with the enemies that we have fought in battles.
Define enemies.
The ones that we end up killing.
The ones that make us roll initiative.
Yeah, the ones that make us roll initiative, right? Anyone that's coming after us.
I really don't understand this initiative thing.
Yeah, no. Basically, so in this battle that we just did, so everybody that was the kobolds, those were
Uh-huh.
the enemies.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Oh, so the syndicate.
Yeah, or anybody else we need to end up getting into a
Wait,
fight with.
what? Tell us more about the syndicate.
I'm not talking to you.
Because I know what he means.
Mm-hmm. Of course you do. All right, well, make a persuasion check.
Okay, let's see. Where's my... Oh, good, okay. That's... Not a good one. 7.
You
It doesn't
know,
proficiency.
you have pretty good digs in here. I know it looks like a pot on the outside, but you know, I got a crib in here.
Yeah, we can leave you in here for the pirates.
Look. No, I'm gonna take my time. Yeah, have a good time.
Yeah. You can stay.
You know what?
Look, the best way to make a good offer, actually a good offer, is knowing when to walk away.
See ya.
All right, bye.
You know what?
Can you walk away in there?
We
Yeah.
have
Oh, I'm walking away.
No,
You hear, like,
he's
the boy's like, I'm on the way.
Wow.
But I
where's he
mean,
going
man,
with
that's a
it?
lot of
interesting.
souls he's going to be losing out on. Is all I'm
Well,
saying.
apparently we have some inroads with Bahamut, and he could turn you into a butt wipe very quick.
Yeah, and every deity. And a lot of fiends, too. I'm an imp. Everyone can just sneeze and I die.
Yeah, I was going to be nice.
Look, I know where I'm at. I know who I am.
The greater
I was-
fiends have imps and
I was gonna be nice to you.
rolls in their bathroom.
Yeah, I mean, I was just
Oh,
like,
you've been to John's house.
I was gonna be nice. You had quite a bit of free reign in my offer.
You a 2 or 3 ply.
Look, I've already walked away. You
Go
can.
ahead. No, I'm over here.
That means you're in my court.
Okay, bye.
Okay, well,
See you
bye
later.
again. See you later.
Then you can go to the. He's gonna try and take you next, and I don't think
He's
he'll be
slowly
nice.
walking away.
Yeah,
See ya.
yeah. You're walking away from a black vase.
Yeah. Basically, yeah.
Basically.
Basically. Yeah.
Crazy?
Yeah, because.
How about this? I'll give you a counter offer.
Uh-huh.
Alright. Give me 3 sacrificial, devilish, sacrificial, ritualistic stuff. 3 souls go through that ritualistic, 3 of them, only 3, and I'll serve you for the next year.
They have to be willing.
No. They're sacrifices.
Do they have to all be right now?
Eventually. No, well, yes, in order to complete the contract, yes.
They have to be right now.
I'm in the vase. If you come back in the next 10 years and do it in front of me, it's part of the contract. Yes, I will do that.
Okay, so I'm saying I have one I can do right now, but I'm talking about having to
Oh,
let
the
you
stout?
out.
I would love that stout.
You cannot have my stone. No, you cannot have Mary.
Oh, it's a stone. I'm sorry.
Yeah, you can't have her. Sorry, but the kobold, you can have.
That's a good start. Yeah.
And then I break you out of the vase, and you go with us. I get you 2 more on the way.
Part of the ritual would be breaking the vase. Yes.
But I would have to do 2 more on the way. I don't have 3 now.
Ooh. So, okay. So you're doing semi-pay up front so that you get service later? Roll at disadvantage.
Hey, I mean, we only have 1 kobold.
Roll
we're all
persuasion
locked
at
down.
disadvantage.
Okay. Let's see. The 15. Okay. It's a 15, straight 15
Straight 15?
at the disadvantage.
Okay. I can work with that. With the additional clause that if you do not complete the 2 additional sacrifices in the name of ritualistic sacrifice to the one that I serve, which is a pit fiend, I will not give you the name yet. If you do not complete the ritualistic sacrifice within, let's say business quarter, so to speak, right? So you do the first one, you get the first 6 months. So business quarter. No, let's make it 6 months, all right? 6 months for the first, 6 months for the second, and then. But I said 1 year. No, business quarter.
You have to wear my little piece of jewelry while you're at it.
Oh, now you're laden with threats now. Oh, okay.
Was that a threat? No, it wasn't. I said you have to
It
wear
was
my
a
piece
promise
of
of violence. That's what it was.
There was no violence, and they just wear this little piece of jewelry to keep you where you're supposed to be.
Lady, I know exactly what that thing is, all right?
You might like it, is all I'm saying.
Persuasion shit. As you go into the territory of, Madam territory.
Dominatrix.
Yeah, right?
That would be a 21.
Oh. Even though you don't see his face, it's like...
I just,
The vase is somehow making a very unhappy face.
While he's
Just a little
considering,
stiffer out in the stand.
I want to talk to
What would you
our
call me?
well, I'm sorry.
What would you call me?
Oh no.
More like, what would you call me?
Ooh.
Anyway, I'm gonna talk to. I want to talk.
Deal! Deal! Let me
How
out!
does the vase have an erection?
I was saying, all wear
They
it.
seem stiffer than what-
He's like, do it, me. me next.
Right, yes, absolutely.
But I just
The
want
face
to
is like rattling.
give me just a minute. I'm gonna talk to our Minotaur friend. Do we have any other two spare kobolds maybe that survived that you don't
Oh,
want
that
to
was
deal
completely
with?
off the table now.
Oh,
Yeah, you persuade him with a different offer.
oh, fantastic! So
Yeah.
I don't even have to provide those.
Nope, you don't.
Fantastic.
Yeah, you provide you basically sold him on sex.
You turn
Well,
around so
yeah,
much he's willing to
you
sell
get what I'm
himself.
saying. You get what
He's
I'm
not
saying.
getting any from me, but that's fine.
Yeah, well, that's a different
He
thing.
can think about it.
Yeah,
All right.
yeah.
So we'll go ahead and break that and let him out. And he's got
Can I
to.
call
I'll
him
just
puppy
get.
or something?
What kills me is that this is an imp. You hit it over the head and you throw it out a window. That's not any bargaining power.
He can be useful. He can be useful.
Right.
That's
You
a
might
bunch
be
of
able to
him.
dump its innards onto the street and
No,
someone
no.
will walk underneath. That would be funny. That would be the use.
Because with this, he can hurt.
Oh,
A little tiny bit.
So yeah. So
I was talking
you
about.
take the base.
What was this?
So you
that
take the
you're-
base, you throw it
what
on the
was-
floor. Black's like choking obsidian air wasp into this as the starts roll as you hear. And you just see a small, tiny little imp just like.
Oh, he's little. I thought he'd be
Hi,
bigger.
friend.
Don't call me friend. You know the role that we agreed on.
That's what you think. Never mind. Here, you're gonna have to wear my little. Here you go.
He snatches it.
What did you give him?
It is the Fiendbinder's shackle.
What does it look like?
So it's basically like a little cuff that will go on his wrist or his ankle, whichever one he decides.
He puts it on his throat.
Of course he does.
That works fine too.
Of course he does.
But
But I like it that way.
so when he locks it on, it is you see like a bunch of little gears turn and you hear it kind of click 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 and like a hiss as it locks in.
And then you hear
Breathe.
several stabbing devices. Oh wait.
So I'm leaning over to Hios.
A Kimp, if you
I'm leaning over to Hios and go.
The one thing I forgot
Is
to
it
place in
just-
there, you now place a name for this binding.
Like for what we would call him.
Yes. He would not give his true infernal name, because that's a whole
No,
thing.
of course not. But
Yeah.
I will be nice in this because he's being so cooperative.
I'd rather not.
What would you like to be called?
Oh, don't make me choose.
Pissant.
No.
Strange.
Strange.
Spade.
He like tries to vocalize it and he goes, I don't know. I'm not on the spot.
Did he just call himself? I don't know.
Call me Jeff.
Jeff. Very well.
Okay. I hate that name.
With the
Well, then why did you pick it?
It's a thing.
Okay.
I didn't know this was a thing,
It's
but you
it's
know,
self-loathing. I got it.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Mhm. Got it. Very good boy, Jeff.
Say it a little bit more sickening, please.
Next time.
You gotta get that condescending tone.
So you now have
Oh,
now have a questionably curvy imp under named Jeff
Perfect.
under your thing. Congratulations.
Jeff the Kim.
Oh, my actual spell's like, why? Why are you like this?
This is normal. Is it? Anyway, so
I
Excellent. So now we have a, because that would be very helpful for certain things down the road. I have a feeling.
so he goes onto the floor and scuttles around. Even though he has wings, he's just kind of right behind you.
If you need to eat, there's kobold remains to snack on.
He pulls out a knife. You don't know where he kept the knife.
It's fine.
He butchers a couple
Great.
toes and legs, and he's like, save him later.
Maria Morrigan, ask him more about the syndicate.
Jeff, do you have any? Can you help this gentleman with any further information?
What do I get out of it?
Should be a good boy, Jeff.
This is what you think. You chose this path,
I
right?
did.
You chose
I
this
did.
path.
Wow.
I did.
Third episode.
Dude.
Hey.
Third episode.
Hey.
Yeah, you know what? If there was a ticket machine, it'd be like, me next.
Yeah, I know.
It's like there might have been rails on this campaign, but now we're your multi-track driven.
Fantastic.
Weird.
Yeah.
Strange.
It works.
Puppy.
It is a puppy. A very pervy, evil little puppy, but a puppy nonetheless.
Let me double check, make sure I'm not misremembering information.
So, Brigitte?
Yes.
Is it Brigitte or Brigitte?
Bridget.
So neither of those. Brigitte.
Yep.
Oh. You're shitting us, aren't you? That you actually talked to Bahamut?
Yeah. He's really nice. Really big and small.
Grand-
and big. And
grand-
small.
One of the most grandest dragons of all.
Yes. I think it's the best. At least
Well.
from what I read.
Not into, but
I,
I've been given a order.
I don't believe you.
By the way, can I have your name? What's your
The
name?
imp is asking me my name?
I'm glad I'm asking what your name is. I can't exactly talk to everyone around here. It's you and you. Who else understands Infernal?
What's he
Make a
saying?
deception check to not actually acknowledge that I understand what the hell it said.
Did you say you
15.
didn't? He said 15.
15?
I'm going to do an insight check on him to find out whether or not he is.
He doesn't see it. He
Does he
doesn't
want my
want it.
name for nefarious terms?
Of course! You're talking to a pervy imp with a neck choker.
It's not even hiding it. You don't even inside check it out.
Did you say you didn't know anything about the syndicate?
Oh, I knew about the syndicate.
You didn't tell him?
I'm about to tell. He started talking to this bunny.
Oh.
Well, I was.
Hello. Hello. He says in common.
Smoke.
All right. You want my name?
Of course I want your name.
You want my name?
Yes.
Why?
I don't know. It just felt like, the right thing to do to be evil kind of thing. It's a whole, status quo.
Why?
Why is it the status quo? Oh.
No. All right. My name is me.
Hello, me. This is gonna get old fast. Anyway, it's I heard. No,
So-
click disclaimer.
so-
I could not see.
You can call out whatever you need to hurt me. Just scream, hurt me.
He's gonna make an intelligence
God, I've got
check.
it. Save them, hurt you, I've got it.
He rolled a natural 17. Right. Fuck me. All right.
No.
We'll try to find you a nice little imp girl. Don't worry.
Anyway, quick disclaimer. I can't see when I was in the vase. I can only hear. So, I was going on a lot of, nuances and bullshit, right? So, I heard a conversation that was happening nearby that was happening in, what are those? It's like a deep speech or something like that. People that, the Underdark that speak. It was a female voice. I know this. It was a female voice that wore some sort of higher fancy clickety-clack shoes.
Paper and pen come out.
Okay, great. I'm glad you're writing it down.
Is this an infernal?
And
Yeah.
if anyone is looking, they see just it's
They
writing.
mentioned
There's
something.
no writing appearing on
Is
the page.
he speaking common or infernal?
Infernal right now.
Okay.
So I'm pulling out paper at this time.
He meant drow?
Possibly. There's a lot of people in the Underdark. All I know, it was a female.
Okay.
They were speaking deep speech. And I heard the sound of clickety-clack shoes of like fancier shoes, like high heels or something like that. Or form-fitting. Possibly tux, but it was a female. Hard to say. There was a conversation between her and some other entity, didn't quite it, nondescript individual that was also speaking deep speak, male based off the voice, a little nasally, probably had some sinus problems at the time. They were talking about the Sable Syndicate and their interactions with it, along with the money that they received in transaction of information.
The Stable Syndicate?
Sable. S-A-B-L-E.
Sable, yes.
Sable.
All right.
And I'll give him a little scritch on the head. Go.
He's gonna roll charisma. Yeah, no, his legs like twitches.
Puppy.
He is a puppy, yeah.
He spits a little acid, and it spurns into the floor.
Gross.
Aww.
How far can you spit that? Just out of curiosity.
I will just have to find out eventually.
Oh yes, I think so.
Strange.
If you can, hey, you can hawk an acid loogie on somebody.
Oh, it's my favorite pastime.
Sweet. That's what I said. You can be useful.
Oh! There was another piece of information. Didn't really make sense, but they were probably talking about... They were talking about an unstable artifact.
Mm-hmm. And what did they say about it?
They were saying that they need to time it with a certain store. So, so they said they were timing it with the weather and when to ship it over to the Mistral Archives on a specific date.
Mm-hmm. And for what reason did they say?
They didn't really go into that. They didn't do like the classic story, as you well know, kind of story stuff. Yeah. They were just talking like they already know prior text information, so. I'm not gonna like you.
Bridget, are you alright?
Yeah.
Do you need any healing? You good?
I think I'm good.
Want to tell us more about what you saw, what happened?
Oh, I saw so much. So I was going through all these weird, I think dimensions is what you call it. And I went, whoa, whoa, whoa. And there were like so many bunnies. All the bunnies were me. And every single one of them
the
was
Minotaur
so
and the
fluffy.
half-elf hour just kind of stopped. It's two of your members just started speaking Infernal to this inn.
I want nothing to do with this, shall we?
Alright, so I'm gonna... What I want to do... is can I just relay all of that
Yeah.
to kind of everyone else in the room, without actually not doing it, but just pretend, I'm going to tell everybody kind of what Jeff said in common. So if anybody know anything about this, we're all here. I'm Morrigan, by the way.
Hello, I'm Bridget.
Hi, Bridget. How are you? Nice to meet you.
Can I do
It's
a
great
history
to
roll
meet
for
you,
the
Mark.
syndicate name?
Yes?
What is my history? Plus 317.
17. The Sable Syndicate is a band of mercenaries, pirates, and mongrels with a hidden organization at the top that has these mercenaries and mercs, or bandits and so on, so get hired usually under the banner of the Sable Syndicate to work with each other to achieve means that is higher than any one band's pay grade, so to speak.
So they're still a mercenary band. They're not necessarily like
You don't think they actually have like a main force? Like, everyone works under the Sable Syndicate, but you've never met people that are actually representatives of the Sable Syndicate. You've only met people that are like the Tail Torch or other like I'm a pirate gang that's currently working under the banner of the Sable Syndicate. You never met people that are like, I am the Sable Syndicate.
Okay.
Yeah, that kind of thing.
Introduce Jeff. Jeff, everybody. This is Jeff.
Oh.
And
Hi,
you
Jeff.
just let him out. He's going to assist for a bit, and this little being on my shoulder is named Maris.
Maris.
A little rodent friend.
He's so fluffy.
What kind
She's
of beast is that?
This is Stoat.
A stoat.
She's very good at digging things out and getting into places where human beings might have
Oh,
difficult time.
so she's an astute stoat.
She is an astute Stoat. She's
An astute stoat.
very good at picking locks. Just want to say that.
Very, very astute of you.
Andy.
Very.
I think I'm stoats eat rabbits.
No.
I think I'm too big for that.
Yeah.
Which is not something I say very often.
I was about to say the same.
Poor Maris is just looking at Jeff like,
And you, my good lad, with the very stoutly braids in your upon your nose.
Well, I am Perfinius, and I'd give you my full name, but I'm too shy to give it to you right now. But yes, Perfinius.
Hello, Perfinius.
You are a crazy rabbit, and it is a good thing you're cute.
Thank you. Eric?
There's a reason why time and humans don't get along. We don't live very long. I stepped back. But my name is Gideon, and great pleasure to meet
Everybody.
Just meet?
Yes, just meet. Great pleasure
Can
to
I
meet.
make like a cricket sound as he pauses?
Hi, Gideon.
I do like your tattoos.
Oh, well, thank you. Thank you. And, my dear, if you ever need anything done from a distance, as in put away, pushed aside, knocked out,
Oh, good. Spell sniper is always a good thing to have. So I have a feeling that they're going to have something for us to do, and that's why they've deputized us in a certain way. I'm sure we'll find out.
Doesn't make sense.
Well, actually, the Minotaur starts speaking, Rustborn. I just didn't want you to get arrested for undetermined amount of time. Especially for one of the entities that saved my life directly, and also for the rest of you that indirectly saved the life of my co-worker over here. And he slaps the half-elf, and he stumbles a little bit. Sorry about that. I want to make sure I treat you right. Simple.
Appreciate it.
Yeah.
But what about you two?
Us?
I mean, especially the bird that turned into a bear, because that is
That was
impressive.
awesome!
That was a
I
very
was going to
Impressive.
say, yes, indeed. I even heard the bones crackle. It was rather impressive there.
And also excellent comic relief for smushing a kobold.
You flew out of nowhere. All of a sudden it was bird, then it was bear, and all of a sudden everything died. It was great.
Sounds rad.
Hello.
Oh,
Pull my hood down a little further.
What do we call you?
Echo.
hello, Echo.
Hello.
What other beasts can you shapeshift into? Oh, a lot. Oh, oh, I like you. Okay, good. That'll be helpful.
She seems nice.
Yes.
Nice. Us. Thanks.
Coworkers.
Yes, let's leave off the label of friend for now. My name is Montgomery Bohannon, of the Shreveport Bohannons. Perhaps you've heard of my less reputable cousin, Julius? No? Well, I apologize all the same. As to the nature of my identity and my skills, that is somewhat difficult. And since we are being so clearly very honest with one another, well, it has been a pleasure. And at this point, he takes off his hat and sets it down and wipes his face. And what appears after, he's just peeling away the face that was there.
Ew.
And what's there, what follows is just a completely different person. It's a middle-aged woman, quite a bit smaller, with like salt and pepper, still like a pixie cut salt and pepper with like a scar down one side of her face. Just I hate when that happens. Ugh, it's shit.
That was really gross.
Yes.
I kind of like that. Says Jeff.
I hate it when you make it look like my mother.
This is actually based on an aristocrat from another city.
How many of those do you have? Can you just keep doing it?
There are many. Yes.
Well.
Well,
Can I call you Monty?
No.
No.
My name is Patrice.
Oh, I thought you were Monty.
Oh.
Rustborn kind of just
Max Monty. Yes.
massages his chin and goes, "That's going to be interesting for." Well, that does explain why I couldn't get any credentials on. All right, so that also means how many credentials do you want to make?
Yes.
Okay, this is going to be interesting. Oh, all right. Nothing like a day with a bunch of cannon shots, dead pedestrians, and false credentials being made in the morning. Yeah.
Is there anything we should know about our little scientist friend here?
Edwin?
Edwin.
Yeah, Edwin goes, "Oh, me? Me?
Yes.
Oh, well, I graduated at the college in Rose, and I was the top of my class with a GPA of 7.2, which is very high, I assure you. I am a expert in everything in terms of clockwork studies of the fallen Thesian states in terms of their technologies and what was in their holdings in terms of when they actually fell and we gathered and stuff like that. I like to make clockwork constructs as a hobby, miniature ones, of course, you know.
Oh, you like gadgets?
Yeah, I tinker. Yeah, I'm just another representative and knowledge personnel in terms of the Mr. Archives as a part-time hire. Hmm?
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too. This is wild.
Yeah.
You're telling me.
Yeah. All right. Well, nice to meet you all. I'm not sure what else I'm supposed to say, so I'm kind of just yabbing and gabbing until someone takes over.
Pardon.
Yes.
Echo pulls up her little device at her side and she holds it up. Fix?
What do you hold passing over?
It's my what is it called again? What is it called? My arcane translator's keypad. That's damaged.
Oh, he looks at it. Oh, he has advantage. Thank God for that advantage. He rolled a natural one. He looks at it, adjusts his fogging glasses again. God, busted steam. Oh shit! This is a diplomat's translation device. Where'd you find this?
Gift.
It was a gift.
Father.
Alright, yeah, well, one, don't show this to everyone. It's gonna get taken if you... Anyway, yeah, I might have something to do with it. It's gonna... Wow, this thing really took some damage. He's looking at this typewriter that has a bunch of, again, steampunkified and stuff like that, that has all these, tapping devices that with no paper whatsoever. That's been loaded into it, but it looks like it has a speaker box somewhere on it, and he starts speaking on it. He's like, and he starts typing it, and you hear hello, and then in 3 different languages, hello, 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 in the 4 different types of languages saying hello. It's like, oh, well, that works and stuff like that. Yeah. It is seeing some damage. What happened to it? Just know. Alright. Cute bird that can turn into a weird mutated bear that has heavily damaged diplomatic translation devices. Sure, not gonna question it. Alright, so sure, yeah, I can definitely throw my maw into it, but this is gonna take significant resources to fix. And specific equipment kind of thing. This is not something you can just...
That is the reason we are here.
Oh, that's your reason. Why do you want me to fix this then?
We were looking for information regarding it.
Okay.
Talk. Talk.
Talk?
Use.
Use. Oh! Alright, so you want to use it so you can talk to people more often.
Correct.
Okay. Yeah, I can help you with that. It's going to take some time, but yeah, you can still talk with it and stuff like that. It's just not using the other features as much and stuff like that. You still want me to take it away from you so I can see what I can do?
Us? Yes.
Your lizard friend is really intimidating me right now.
It's very scary.
Sweet.
I
She
would argue
taps his
otherwise.
leg.
I saw that. Okay. You are all incredibly dangerous individuals, and I am very comfortable with this.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Appreciate.
Don't lose it. Don't lose it.
Don't lose it. Got it. All right. Yes. Don't lose it.
I'm intimidating. I will intimidate you.
Okay. Andy, where are you? And he screams down as you guys are walking down, and you get a glimpse as you're transferring from location to location because you're actually going to the sub levels, and you see guards from the actual from Ayer's militia, and what's happened now that you've gotten a look. There has been casualties on all fronts. These Sable syndicates, the guard of the Mr. Archive, and random bystanders. There are body parts everywhere. The death counter is probably in, all combined together, good, bad, civilian, is probably in several hundreds. Especially with the cannon fire going off and stuff like that, that was causing just barrage after barrage after barrage. This is definitely going to be a historical event in terms of a mass slaughter. Period and end of statement. Several Warforged Titans have come in and secured the location of where the train yards are. For context, Warforged Titans are, in this case, 13 foot by 13, so 13 foot tall by 13 foot wide by 10 foot deep mechanized war machines that are similar to Warforged, but just in bigger proportions and in simpler mindsets. They have come and secured locations. Investigations have already arisen. People have already been or began to be carted away in terms of gathering people, getting their version of the story, who are key suspects. Rustborn is saying every time someone comes up there, he mentions like, oh no, these are part of the Mr. Archives employee database. We need to make sure we debrief them first on our end, and then we can safely turn them over to you if you need the further investigations. I guarantee you they were not part of anything nefarious. And he hands over like several papers that he's already written in the background when you guys were discussing other things. Basically, these are written reports of where you were during the raid. And since you were on the second story, away from the location and defending and all that, it seems to quell a lot of questions of where were you during the raid, were you part of the organization, and also are you a corrupt individual. He takes you over down to the train yard and off to the side of the train yard where a lot of the places are gated off and blown open, but there's a lot of extra elemental engines and extra parts, extra gears, extra railway carts, extra like mechanical pieces that would fit into other equipment, and you start getting into like a factory bay where repairs on bigger engines would also be as well. And you hear Rustborn go, Ozzy! Ozzy! It's heavy hand, you ass! I'm over here! And you guys walk over to an area that is quickly diminishing in size, which is making the Minotaur increasingly like cartoonishly big compared to everything else. As you see a gnome that you recognize that used to have an arm that was like over exceeding, blown off his shoulders, and he's currently like one arm like bringing something up with one arm with this on a chain, trying to bring it up hip high, just as he's bringing up like a new, more ridiculously like mechanically.
Is this like freshly blown off arm?
Yes. Well, no. He had a mechanical like stub, so it's clear that he had a mechanical right arm to begin with, but he lost it or it got heavily damaged during the raid and stuff like that. And he looks all over you and just close eyes with you. Hey!
Hi!
I'm glad you're alive.
So am I.
Anyway, he's like, give me a moment. I need to screw it twice real quick. Or no, tighten twice, screw it once. All right, here we go. And he brings it over, connects his right shoulder, and you can hear a click into place, and he takes a little string, goes as he brings it up, and he's like, all right, let's test out this prototype. How can I assist you? Why are you? Who's touching the artifact?
I did. Yeah.
You are?
Yeah.
Okay, you're just holding the artifact. So you deactivated it, so that's the good news.
Yes.
I wouldn't call it that, but
It's definitely not activating anymore.
Rustborn takes over and goes, these are new hires, we need new credentials and stuff like that. Okay.
My back is just glowing on.
It's full on glowing and stuff like your back is full on glowing at the same time. We need basic equipment for new hires to the Mr. Archive, and also bring out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 times. What's 500 times 7?
3,500.
3,500.
Bring out for my own personal reserves 3,500 as a starting fee for various circumstances of saving my life and helping this lad over here with the archive over here and making sure that this building probably didn't explode. And the elf goes, yeah, it could explode. I mean, if you threw a grenade at it, you know, it would have been a bad day for all of us. And he's like, yeah. He's like, and heavy hand Ozzy goes, all right, it's your money. And he walks over and starts getting a bunch of equipment and stuff like that. And he's like, all right. First of all, so everyone is 500 gold pieces are placed in front of you.
Wow.
For a overwhelming victory in making sure the Mr. Archive's employees survived, saving the second command guard chiefs. No, second in command lead of the guard of the Mr. Archive. My brain's breaking. And we're gonna start handing out badges. And Ozzy immediately says, unfortunately,
we don't need no stinking badges.
If you want to come in and out of the Mr. Archive without the mechanized war machines activating, I recommend it. Anyway, I got 4 of them because we did just get raided, so, you know, too bad, so sad. Get to choose who gets to get what, alright? Additionally, we got... well, starting equipment and stuff like that. Here.
You could have said.
This will help. And he throws out a couple of grappling hooks at the same time.
Fuck me up with one of those.
Again, we don't have to stop like we normally do. And you look where he's grabbing stuff. To describe what his setup is, you notice that it's a full gnomish tinker shop. That he's pulling levers and like rotating gears that have little holes in the actual gears are rotating into place where he's like grabbing stuff as it's moving.
Oh. Wow. Do you have any? I need a new coat.
Oh well, yeah. Well, I do. Employee only shop here.
Oh, fabulous.
Yes. Yeah. Don't worry. We'll get to that in a moment. Let's get to the stuff that is going to be tailored for you first. All right, here we go. And he brings out like a multi-layered lens and looks at each one of you and like red scans you, and you can see like the clothes that you have get like blue dots, and like your actual body get like red dots. He's like, okay, all right, let's see what we got here to help you out.
Does the bird even have clothes?
Yes.
Okay.
She's wearing just like a normal t-shirt and pants.
It's a really oversized t-shirt. She's got a belt around it.
The sorority bird? Speaking of that, can I have the pamphlet from what I discarded? Is there any chance that I could have snagged one of those on the way back down?
Oh yeah, there's a bunch of them on the floor as people like dropped them. You got one.
Because there's supposed to be like thieves can't writing on it.
Oh yeah. You grab one of them and stuff like
Awesome.
that.
Thank
Yeah, it's gonna take some time to
Right.
Yeah, you translate it and stuff like
I
that.
can't thieves.
Heels. This might be our big ticket.
Let's see.
Actually make a decent wage and doing decent weird work.
You and he brings out a small bronze leaf shaped charm and gives it to the bird individual. You look like you don't like talking to people, and I kind of like that. So you have fun with that. Let's see.
I am suspicious of the help. They don't. People aren't this friendly. They don't just offer up jobs and. They say want something.
Well, we don't offer jobs unless it's a.
I was not talking to you.
Well, I didn't like talking to you either.
I like talking to you.
You were decent.
Thanks for the lollipop.
She's got a paint candy.
God damn it. You.
Yes.
You're different. I don't like dealing with elves. Now, hold on, let me finish. I know that's a racist thing. Let me finish. I normally don't like dealing with elves because they're always so rigid, very much like the dwarves, in terms of what they deal with in terms of wood, tradition, and stuff. They don't want innovation, but you got one of the boomsticks on your back. Here, put this on it. Seriously, you'll like it.
Oh boy.
Das ist mein Boomstick!
So are you an actual like a true elf, or are you?
I'm a half.
No, indeed. Was your mother or your father was?
Father.
Brother was a hamster.
Let's see it.
I'm missing some of my items.
Which one was the knife here?
I apologize. I'm missing some of my items. That
Both
means
my mother and father were, of course, very, very, very human.
So
They were very human.
the half-elf part is causing some problems at the moment.
Yes.
It's all right.
So-
I find it rather exhilarating to find others that I call it a trait to look upon in kindness.
I'm gonna give this to you, big bud. And he gives this brass place bracers towards you. Know it? I have these gloves here. You're probably gonna like that. It's more magic hoodoo stuff. So yeah.
Oh,
And who am I missing?
Oh,
Lizard
well, I don't know what
guy,
I do not know what
you.
these do until I attune to them. It requires attunement, and I just set it down. It's totally like.
No, he gives you the base understanding of
All
what
right.
it is and stuff like that. All right. I like your beard. Mustache. I like how you hold it up. Here. One handy, another just for the shit of things, you know? Yeah. And now we're missing
extra attack.
you and Lizard Guy.
Very scary looking lizard. I'm sure he stinks. He's
Where is it? Where is it? He's going through like click. He's like, where the heck is it? Okay, well he gives you items to Oz. He gives you something called a gravitation greaves. These augmented boosts adjust to the user's movements, allowing once per short rest to double the jump distance or negate full damage for up to 40 feet. Additionally, after dashing, the wearer can add 1d4 force damage on their next melee hit.
Oh.
Yeah. So you get momentum and stuff like that. For Bridget, he gives you spurs. A set of alchemic treated spurs that enhance mobility, granting plus 10 movement, and allows the user to take a dash action as a bonus action once per long rest.
I really like that.
Yes. So he gives you spurs, and we'll find that as we go through it. And then he pulls a lever and like bunch of like as you see, Ozzy's Heavy Hands Mini Shop. Open for business.
Wow!
Impressive.
And he can just throw it. So if you see any of them that have the quotations from the others, from Ozzy itself, that means it's one of their twos. So it's somewhere in this pile. You can take a look at it yourselves.
Oh, and then you can purchase.
Yes. And then when you will find something that you desire to purchase, let me know. I will look at it, and then we will discuss pricing. But I think this is an excellent stopping point as you guys get to adjust and stuff like that, and count money and see what you want, and yada, 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 blah, 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 blah. So, until next time, stay healthy, stay safe, and keep on rolling, everyone. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.